omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertip like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca-key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. Extra. How much? Extra, extra.
It's week 10 of the 2022 season, and we'll see Michael Thomas. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Saints and the Steelers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the World Steel Capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we hit week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering.
Penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come in on a one-game winning streak. What do you say we keep that one positive? Because they haven't had much to be positive about lately.
Hey, let's take it, maybe make it almost like the theater. You're only as good as your last performance. Hopefully they can continue to move forward.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead. and second down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Open man downfield is Johnson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch. Is that... for 38. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action. Trubisky got his man complete over the middle. It's Miller. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 16, Trubisky. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. First down, Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback 15 and a Saints first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. The Saints at 1-8 now on the year. They come in on a one-game winning streak. See if you can call it that. But remember, that was on the heels of an 8-game losing streak. So trying to keep it positive here.
I'm going to take your advice. I think that's a good idea. Let's keep it positive. But let's face it, it's almost like in the theater. You're only as good as your last performance. They're hoping to make this an extended run now, not close after one performance.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Winston. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4-4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Again, it's Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And that's Alex Okafor who gets in to register the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their... They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, Kamara. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston steps away, and he takes a shot on the release as this would be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Winston rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a
looking to throw. Trubisky on 1st down. Quick completion here to Johnson.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And some space here. And they'll get it. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now Trubisky. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. Loose inside the 30. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Winston now after the fumble recovery. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On play action, Winston. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Now Trubisky to throw. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jameis to throw it. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Winston. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players getting hurt. 8-yard loss.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
3rd and long for Winston. And that will be incomplete.
When you're capable.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. They tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Trubisky. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A give to the fullback on the dive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Winston. And incomplete on the deep. Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Winston. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Still 9 remaining on second down. Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down.
First down, Winston. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Winston on the slant, complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Winston now to throw on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing, Winston. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime. They start the second half with Kamara, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st and 10, Winston gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Jameis now on first down. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Cameron Sutton on the tackle.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston gets this one to Hill. And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but now let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His third on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have. They'll start on the ground with Harris. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They run again with Harris. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They hand this off to Harris, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
And that's the big fellas in there right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on. Throwing again on second down. Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
A first down throw for Winston. A short one to the tight end Troutman. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. So now a carry here for their fullback. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Winston now. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On play action, Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I see.
go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they take possession of the football. 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. Jameis to throw it. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. That one complete to Hill. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Winston. Slant pass complete to Olave. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Jameis again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. This time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Winston. And he fires one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stop. And an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, you're giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
On the give, this is Harris. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 165 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would... And in for the Steelers, touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. First down, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Oliver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Winston. He gets this one complete to Bowden, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw is Winston. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Play action now, Winston. He completes it to Olave. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. They'll throw again. Winston. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And they're going to speed things up here. Play fake. Winston. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Winston eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Now Winston. This is caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they...
Touchdown! Lynn Bowden from 3 yards out. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over. A 1st down throw for Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Not a great start to this drive. You have the sack, now the full start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
One last shot now for Winston. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And Time is run out now on this game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Steelers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.
I'm the best,